If you go to our website, Best of Us Investors, and you go and find my bus portfolio cheat sheet, you're going to find the 30-some stocks that I have in my bus 12 and bus 13 portfolio. Those stocks that I believe are going to be key players in the advent of artificial intelligence. And what I do here is analyze them on a fiscal or financial, a technical, and a projections basis. And what I want you to focus on here is growth projections. And what I'm looking for is something that has a green line all the way across from here to here. And you can see there's only one stock that has it. There's a second one that has close, and that would be Twist. But this is the one I want to focus on. It's Aehr Test Systems. It's at 62% of its 200-day moving average, meaning that it's roughly, 38% below it. Its earnings projections for 2024 are showing a 77% growth, in 25 a 43% growth, and then in revenues, 24 revenues, a 59% growth, and 2025, a 55% growth. So this tells me this stock is grossly undervalued. If I go to its chart, the relative strength about 24.87, and the last time it was anywhere near that level, it was at 31.58, and you can see the price spiked at that point up to where it reached its all-time high of 53.95. So it's back down here. It does have a gap that it could fill and come down to about $18.11. I don't feel confident it will do that, so I've put my order to buy in around here. This is a stock that I feel very confident. If I can buy at about $23.50 or thereabouts, I'm going to double my money probably within the next 2 years. Let's get a little more into how I come to these conclusions and see if it might be of benefit to you.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
The next thing I want to share with you is the process that I go through to make a decision that I want to buy more of Aehr testing systems. The first thing I do is I go to Seeking Alpha, and this is my Seeking Alpha page on Aehr, and I come down here and go to Aehr Testing Systems earnings call. I believe that if I'm going to make an investment in a company, I need to know what they do, how they do it. I need to become acquainted with their management team and understand and hear from them what in fact is happening and why they are optimistic or pessimistic about what's happening in the company. So this is the conference call. It's led by the president of the company, Gwen Erickson, and the CFO, Chris Sufo. Rather than go through the whole call, what I want to do is skip down to the close of Gwen's summary of what's going on, and I want to start here where he says in closure, and I want you to listen to this.
We're encouraged by the continued positive momentum we're seeing for silicon carbide and electric vehicles, and also very excited about the expanding growth opportunities we're seeing in several additional markets with current and prospective customers. For the fiscal year ending May 31st, 2024, we're reiterating our previously provided guidance for total revenue to be at least $100 million, representing growth of over 50% year over year, and GAAP net income of at least $28 million, representing earnings growth of greater than 90% year over year. We look forward to updating you on our progress throughout the fiscal year.
Gives you some summary of what the feeling is at Aehr testing. They are involved in a new and growing element of silicone testing of semiconductors, and they're seeing some potential growth representing, as he said, they're going to go to 100 million, representing a 50% increase in income and a 90% increase in earnings. So that got me interested. Then what I wanted to do was get someone else's opinion. So in that regard, I came back here, and as you can see, there's two people on October the 30th said sell, and then on October the 9th said sell. And then I saw this one by Gregory Seller, and he's saying buy. And I encourage you to come and read this. He has a different take. He equates the reason for the drop in price is the earnings of their largest customer on semiconductors. And that was because On Semiconductors had said that their business has some headwinds because the slowdown in the use of the testing equipment in the EV industry. And if we equate this or relate this to our previous earnings call from Elon and his anticipation of a slowing market, this makes sense. Now, then Elon also explained that the villain in it is higher interest rates. So as the interest rate issue solves itself on semiconductor, Aehr's largest customers, business will pick up, as will everybody else who makes electric vehicles. So I then look at the bottoming of Aehr that I showed you on the chart and says this sucker is going to surge. And with that, I expect to double my money in Aehr testings over the next 2 years. So that's how I go about it. That's how I would encourage you to do it. Go to Seeking Alpha, find this article by Gregory Seller, and see if you don't agree with me that this is a buying opportunity.